Welcome back, you cool cats. Thank you for joining us for another week. This week we are talking about our character development. Let me point out that teaching children to use their imaginations is invaluable in their adult lives. Too many adults have lost the ability to think on their own, outside of the boxes that have been placed around them in their jobs and by society. We aren't growing sheep here. We are growing young adults who will know how to think outside of themselves and outside of what society expects of them and outside of the world that they are currently in. We did have a couple of children who had a hard time distinguishing between reality and fantasy. And whether it was on TV or whether it was in stories, and it was really important that we let them learn the difference between reality and fantasy. And we believe that this process is going to help with that distinction. Each one of us will talk about our characters. This might end up being more than one episode. I believe this was much easier for Caitlin than it was for me. Because she already writes stories that are fantasy fiction and plays fantasy games. My books are more realistic and true to everyday life or just nonfiction.
First, we wanted to let the girls choose their own kind of character, so I waited to develop mine till they had started to get a grasp on who they wanted their characters to be. We did have one child who had to change her character because she started to change her personality based on who her character was. And we had another one who had to change her descriptions in her character to what her character is versus who she is. While helping the girls with that, I did develop my character, and as much as my mom believes that it was easy for me, I did have a hard time with it. Since I was working around Gideon, who we decided pretty early on was going to be a baby dragon, he picked being a silver baby dragon, I had to tailor what I was doing for a character to that. It was easier for me to start with building my character as if I was building a D&D character, just to get an idea of who I wanted her to be. With a little help in my 5th edition books and D&D Beyond, also D&D Wiki. I will link all of those below. I developed the start of a high elf, a high moon elf, who was raised by silver dragons. I continued to use the D&D base as I moved forward. Years ago, I found a list of questions, the ultimate character questionnaire, that will help you develop the character to a point that it seems like they are almost real. I will link that questionnaire below as well. All the girls used it. There were a few questions that we had to have the girls skip because they were not age appropriate, and Lily, being the youngest, also only did a few of the questions just to kind of get her to start understanding her character. Being an elf, my character does have an elven name from her childhood, but being raised by dragons, she went by Niles the Puny, but as dragons earn their names by their actions, so does she. She now goes by Essith, the Powerful One. She had a very turbulent past, but we'll still see the brightness in everyday life. Essith was trained in both the ways of a druid and a monk. Silver dragons value knowledge above all, and they pass down that love to her. She keeps a journal with her of pressed plants with important information that she would need to know about each of them. It would also have notes about history and spells. She would even put in drawings of places she's been. You will see more of who Essex is and what she is like as we begin to create everything she would typically carry with her. So, we have here with us Rosalind. She finished answering questions about her character first. So, what is the name of your character?
The name of my character is Isabel.
Isabel? Okay. And what kind of creature are they?
She is a Genasi.
And what is a Genasi?
A Genasi is a descendant of a Jinn. Because I am a water Genasi, I am a descendant of the elemental plane of water.
A Jinn from the elemental plane of water.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about being this character?
The skin color.
Okay. And is there anything you don't like about your character?
No.
What does your character look like?
She has pale blue skin, pointy ears, and long nails that come out to a point.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm so sure we will learn a little bit more about Isabel in the next episode.
Yeah, we will.
Well, Raven finished next, and she did let y'all know last week that her character had horns and was related to a Gotcha Life character. Can you now tell them what the character's name is?
Yes. Their name is Galaxy.
And how is your character different from a Gotcha Life character?
Well, my Gotcha Life character is a model, and I'm not a model. She is also older than me. My Gotcha Life character is 16, and my Galaxy is 12.
Okay.
And what do you like best about your character?
Well, I like her personality, and also she has these tattoos that they represent something, and they are like a power sort of like a power, and it's a tattoo that means something.
Okay. What do you like least about your character?
Well, that she's famous for blowing. Are we gonna?
Well, will you tell us a little bit about what she looks like?
Yes, she has colored skin. She has one red eye and one purple eye. Has horns, wolf ears, and she also has 4 tails. She has dragon wings, but she doesn't show them because the dragons are where she comes from, and she doesn't like to show them because they're in danger.
So you and I have banged heads a little bit about what your character is going to wear. Have you come to terms with all of that?
Yes.
Good. Glad to hear that.
And gotta say it again, hashtag #GotchaLife.
Aurora finished her question next. And what did you name your character?
Caroline.
And what kind of creature are you?
Elf.
There's a lot of different kinds of elves, aren't there? I know, because I'm one too. What kind of elf are you?
Moon elf.
Moon elf? What's your favorite thing about your character?
Her ears.
Okay. And is there anything you really don't like about her?
No.
What does your character look like?
She has a birthmark on her leg and a tattoo on her shoulder. She keeps her hands clean.
Okay, is that something that you do? You keep your hands clean?
Yes.
You really have a birthmark on your shoulder and a tattoo on your leg?
It's the other way around.
Okay. Do you have those on you?
No.
Oh, okay. So this is just your character, right? Okay. So, What excites you the most about this character?
Learning how to make her ears in her book.
Nice. So, Lily let you all know last week that her character has a tail. What kind of a character did you make?
A tiefling.
And what is a tiefling?
She is a descendant of a demon.
From a D&D character, right?
Yes.
That's the D&D race. So what did you name her?
Well, she goes by Rosella or Rose.
And you just let us know that you were going to be a princess. What are you a princess of?
Is she going to be a princess like a Disney princess, or is she going to be more of a warrior?
Disney princess.
And do you like to pretend?
No, but with Disney, I do.
Will this be the best pretending yet?
Yeah.
So, Gideon, do you like dinosaurs? Do you like these? Yeah. See it. Is this a new dinosaur?
Do you like dragons too? He's pretty, isn't he? Yeah?
Do you know that Mama and Grandma are going to make you a costume so that you can be a dragon?
Yeah? Does that sound like a lot of fun, to be a dragon? Yeah?
Yeah. What do the dragons say? What do dinosaurs say?
Do they growl? Yeah. Go give the dinosaur a kiss. What a sweet boy.
Well, it looks like we got this all into one video. Thanks for hanging out with us and learning a little bit about who we are creating. Next week, we will be sitting down with Rosalind and Raven. Well, it looks like we got this all into one video. Thank you for hanging out with us and learning a little about who we are creating. Next week, we will be sitting down with Rosalind and Raven as they create their spell books. Wish me luck. Lily, stop hitting the camera and stop making noise. Stop it. Well, it looks like we got this into one video. Thank you for hanging out with us and learning a little bit about who we are creating. Next week, we will be sitting down with Rosalind and Raven as they create their spell books. Wish me luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any suggestions to help us out. Stay cool, you cool cats. See you next week. Bye.